Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to share some thoughts with you today. I want to talk about something that seems almost forgotten in today's fast-paced, ever-demanding world: simplicity. We live in an age where more is often equated with better, more possessions, more success, more achievements. Yet, I ask you, has more truly brought us happiness? Or has it chained us to an endless pursuit, leaving us feeling restless and unsatisfied? I believe that simplicity is not just a lifestyle, it is a mindset. It is the ability to recognize that true fulfillment does not come from accumulating things but from appreciating what is essential. It is about learning to live with less so we can experience more, the more that really matters: joy, peace, and connection. Let's take a moment to consider this. When we let go of what we do not need, we create space. Space for clarity. Space for gratitude. Space for the things that bring meaning to our lives. Imagine, for a moment, a room filled with clutter. It is difficult to move, to breathe, to think clearly. But when you remove the excess, suddenly the room feels open and peaceful. Isn't this how our minds and hearts work too? Simplicity teaches us to value what is often overlooked. It asks us to stop chasing after the next thing and to pause and appreciate the gifts we already have. Think about it: a shared meal with loved ones, a walk in nature, the comfort of a kind word. These are things that cost nothing, yet they nourish our souls far more than any material possession could. Now, I want to be clear: simplicity does not mean deprivation. It is not about denying ourselves what we need, but rather redefining what need truly means. It is about focusing on quality, not quantity, whether that is in relationships, possessions, or even how we spend our time. You see, when we simplify, we begin to see what truly matters. We realize that life is not about competing or consuming, but about being. It is about being present in each moment, being kind to ourselves and others, and being connected to something greater than ourselves. Simplicity also teaches us humility. It reminds us that we are not defined by what we own or achieve, but by how we live and how we treat others. In a world that often measures success by wealth or status, simplicity whispers a different truth: that success lies in contentment and purpose. I want to share a small practice with you, a simple one, fittingly. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, what is essential right now? What truly matters? You might find that the answer is not in doing more or having more, but in letting go. Letting go can be challenging. It might feel uncomfortable at first. But it is in letting go that we find freedom, the freedom to live authentically, to focus on what gives our lives meaning, and to embrace the beauty of the present moment. There is a story about a traveler who carried a heavy bag everywhere he went. His journey was slow, and he often felt exhausted. One day, someone asked him, "Why do you carry so much?" The traveler looked into his bag and realized that most of what he carried was unnecessary. As he began to leave things behind, his steps became lighter, his journey more joyful. Aren't we all a bit like that traveler? Carrying things we don't truly need, whether they are physical possessions, worries, or expectations placed upon us. What would happen if we set those things down? How much lighter might we feel? Simplicity is not just about our possessions, it is about our thoughts, our habits, and our relationships. It invites us to let go of complexity, comparison, and noise, and to embrace a life of clarity and purpose. In a complicated world, simplicity is a radical act. It challenges us to question what we truly value and to make choices that reflect those values. It asks us to slow down, to savor life, and to remember that we already have enough. So, as you leave here today, I encourage you to reflect on this question. What can I let go of to create space for what truly matters? The answer might surprise you. Remember, simplicity is not about having less, it is about making room for more of what brings you joy, peace, and meaning. And in that, I believe, lies the secret to a truly abundant life. Thank you.